Good afternoon, everybody. How are you? It's High Tea Tuesday. Kind of. We're pretty high because Emma's back and we've had a lovely morning together and we've been making things and putting new things on the website and it's all very exciting. Who's here? Marilyn Foster is in the building. Yvonne is here. Good afternoon. Hi, Wendy. Carol Newton, your accessory pack has just arrived. So Steve will be in touch with you about that, which is very exciting for your Benina. Good afternoon, Jenny. Good afternoon, Joan. Hello. Caroline's here. Denise says, hello, Lisa. And Emma, who's out the back going, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. She's cutting a sample. She's got plenty of time. She'll be fine. She'll be fine. Barbara's here. Cindy's here. Hello. Greetings from Cindy and everybody in Yeovil. Am I allowed to say that, Cindy? It is a beautiful day there. Well, let me tell you, it is a stunning, stunning spring day here in Melbourne. It's just beautiful. Kathy, good afternoon to you. Christine, good afternoon. Yeah, Yvonne says hello to everybody. Hello. Hello, Bernadette. How are you this afternoon? Lynn says, hi, girls. Marie Noel, hello. Cheryl. Both my Cheryls are here. Cheryl, I think hang on, bit of shop talk. Cheryl's got an email waiting from you, hasn't she, Steve?
Cheryl Bowman,
yeah. No, Cheryl Bowman. Cheryl Bowman, you have an email from Stephen in your inbox. Just saying out loud. And you got a parcel today as well. It's all happening. Catherine. Catherine, I do not know what that means about... Oh, on the feed. Yeah, Steve's looking into that now. Just ignore it and it will go away. Just don't click on it. But yes, we're working on it. We'll get rid of it. We have the power, so don't worry. It'll go in the next week or two. Pauline, good afternoon to you. Pauline Boyke's here from Blackbutt, M.
Just like saying her name.
I do like saying Pauline Boyke from Blackbutt. It's really nice to say. Roberta, good afternoon to you as well. Well, I think everyone, well, there's probably still a few to check in, and that's absolutely fine. But we might get started with a little bit of housekeeping and catch up. The community notice board, that might happen first. What did I need to tell? Oh, yes. If you watched Saturday's show, I apologise. I doubled up. I just thought it fits. Actually, I was waiting till Em to arrive to see what she was wearing and if she clashed with the quilt, and she didn't. So I left it up. And this is, if you missed Saturday's... no, it wasn't, was it? It was Sunday morning. Heavens, we moved it to Sunday. If you missed Sunday morning, this was up because we're just starting to get ourselves a little bit excited about the reprint of the black and red Under the Australian Sun stripe. We are topping up on the black and cream as well because we had to print a heap for Natasha in the UK. We had to print some to go to Filo de Fada in Spain, who have just had a fantastic show in Madrid. I can't wait to see all the photos. Some going to Mary Beth in Pittsburgh in the US. So we're spreading the love, but we wanted to have that up, and I want to show you what we're going to do. One of the things we're going to do with the new teal stripe in a minute as well. So there's lots going on. Good afternoon, Margaretha. Zan's here. Hello, Vicky. Thank you for joining us this afternoon. Tiki Charlton's here from the Gerties. See, I like saying that too. Oh, we're so close, Tiki. We're going to toot really loud when we come past your place. Good afternoon, Rhonda. How are you this afternoon? Kathy Douglas, lovely to see you. And Kate's here too. Right. So, yeah, I'm doubling up on Sunday set. If you missed Sunday, if you did miss Sunday and you have a Benina and you like playing with different feet, you might want to go back and watch it because there was a super duper special offer on Sunday morning. And if you don't like trolling through Facebook, it's now on the Lisa Chandler YouTube channel under the Benina section. So you can pop back and have a look, because in terms also of bloopers and silly things that Lisa Chandler does, there is a premium thing that I did on Sunday that I think will just make everyone feel better about doing silly things. I'll tell you about it later. I'm not even going to say it. To our international guests here today, Well, hello to you, Ellie. I saw your email and I have not responded yet because it needed me to speak to Steve, but I will check on that for you. It was a very good question, so I'll come back to you on your postage for you. So hello, Ellie in the UK, and hello, Sue in California. It is also lovely to hear from you. And I think I had an email from you as well. I hope I have responded. Heavens, there are lots of emails. Sylvia, also good afternoon to you, and you also have a very personal email from Stephen Chandler sitting in your inbox, I believe. So we can catch up about that afterwards. Oh, Jo's going to catch up with us soon as she's finishing work. Finish up, Jo. Lots to do today. So I wanted to just show you what I've got so much. I want to show you what Emma's been working on, ready for when this arrives. So this is the new teal and pink that I've shown you before that's coming. So we wanted to start playing. Now obviously we're going to want to do this quilt. And I'm not too sure yet which colour we'll choose for the gold. We might go to the dusky pink, but I'm actually thinking I might go ivory flowering gum to give it some really nice contrast. So we're going to wait. We've also got the mint flowering gum, so we've got lots of options. So I'm waiting for that. But where have I put all the cameras? Go 3. I'm going to show you what's in this little bag. So Em brought this back. This is us getting ready, and I think I mentioned this to you the other day, that we are going to make our Charm Square Pack quilt, so Charming Australia up with it. So this is a little package of love that's come back from Em that she has made up for me. So there's, you can see the patterns in there. So that will go in the new charm pack when we do it. And look, this is what all of the blocks are going to look like. Look at that. So it's going to be very, very fresh. So the other two, you know, we've done ivory and red, and we've done the black and green. And both of those, I mean, I think I mentioned to you, we've got to be just super conscious of those, that they both contain fabrics that are now discontinued. So when they have sold out, they have sold out. That's going to be rather lovely. So we're going to have the green. I got Rob to play with the lights, and I've fixed it in one position. I haven't fixed it in another. You know me. It's a learning curve. We'll get there. But you can see, if I go that way, you can see that's going to be lovely and pretty and fresh. So these are all pieced, all of the strips, as per the pattern, are all pieced. Em's laid it out, taken a photo of the best combo that she thinks. So the second I get my hands on my little limited run of the fabric that comes in for approval, it's going to get cut up, and we'll be able to finish this one off really quick. So we've got it for summer sewing. You like a little bit of summer sewing, so that'll be super nice. Good afternoon, Bev. Good afternoon, Suzanne. Flick's in the building and says hi, everyone. Felicity, sorry, can you see what I'm wearing? Got my little bit of Tasmanian abalone on today. It's very nice. Catherine says, well, yes, Catherine, you know what's really nice about these is the quilt takes 1.4, which at 1.5 for want of something better, meters of the stripe, and then one of the charm packs. So the charm packs are a lot of work for us, but we'll be able to get the charm packs ready early. You can see this is, I would have shown you this, didn't I? That's the original strike off. So when you get your fabric, you can see you've got your selvage marks down the side. They are all of the individual colours, remember, that go into each of the screens. So each screen, when they are printed, pink, green, pink, green, pink, green, cream, and then the background, that's called ground. We don't call it background. And then gold at the end. So that's actually what you see. But when I get to play with it, I get big chunks of those colours, so that it's much easier for us to play with and mark against the Pantone book. What happened, Steve-O?
I've just popped those threads on the floor for you.
Oh, thank you. All right, so that's one thing. She's She's even done the binding ready. Don't you love that? It's fun. It's my little treasures that arrive, and there's more that arrive today. Okay, so that was just me showing off what we're up to. So that's all happening. Come on, son, do you want your coffee out there?
No, I'm just about to come in and play.
Oh, she's going to come and play. That's nice. All right. As per special request, I've finally done the Essential Blue Applique pack because quite a few of you said, I want the blue. And then I didn't do it to you last week because we did our pink pack for Breast Cancer Research Awareness Week. I'm just trying to get that in the spot. Did you? Em doesn't know that. I should have told her. Preview that one. But I couldn't decide. I could not decide which one to do. So I actually did two. So you're going to kill me, aren't you? Let me just unwrap this. Because there's so many blues. There are just so many blues to choose from. So I've done two. This is True Blue. So this one starts way down here at a Northcote shimmer, and that's Midnight, and that's the darkest that it comes, so it's quite dark. And then we've popped in Liberty Shadow Play, that gorgeous gold paisley from Robert Kaufman. I decided to donate, if one for a better word, a good portion of that off the bolt into these little packs. You've got a beautiful lapis blue Hoffman Batik, more shimmer, Robert Kaufman fusions. So you've got some that have got a little bit of silver metallic and some that have got gold. So you've got a bit of a mix. Then you come down to another beautiful mid blue shadow play. Then you're into the Northcote shimmer and down to the cloud shadow play at the end. So that one we've called True Blue. So that's like your, Australian flag kind of True Blue. So there's that one, and then I had to do this one. Joan, if that's earned me brownie points and a love heart emoji from you, it was worth it, and it was also worth bribing Robert with one of his favourite dinners to cut them for me on the weekend. So you've got the whole Chandler clan involved now, because Rob did the cutting and the folding, which I did the packing. Steve's uploaded them onto the website. I don't know that I did anything. Oh, I chose them. That's right. I was thinking I missed out. Okay, so this one I have called Periwinkle Blue. So this is just, left field and periwinkle colours. Robert Kaufman linen at the top in that beautiful dusty blue that I just love this with my Summer Palace blue-green range. Then I've popped in a beautiful little Japanese print that we've got. That's from a range called Niwa. So that's in Shadow Play, Hoffman, Robert Kaufman fusions in Peacock. Really, really beautiful blue-green, really gorgeous blue-green Shadow Play. Love that as well with Summer Palace. Then we're coming down into those real sort of violet blue colours. So you've got a batik in there, another beautiful Robert Kaufman coordinate that we've featured a lot. Then we're down to our drop dead gorgeous crocus coloured Fairy Frost. So it's blue, dusty blue, but then it has this pale mauve luster over the top, and then we've topped it off down here with the periwinkle shimmer as well. So both of those together, I'm not sure how we're going, I'm still battling the overhead colours a little bit, but what I want to show you is how they work together. So I know it's not great. I can either get the shadows off our faces at the moment, or I can get the shadows off the counter. What I want to do for you is this, because if you put the two, there we go, if you put the two together, they will, like I showed you with the other ones, they will run right through on either end, and this is what really freaks me out. That's probably the better one. There you go. So you see that, you go True Blue down to your blue greys, and then you come out the other end at the periwinkle. So they will all work together if you wanted to do both. And I know you're going to say, but yeah, I did it. So if you buy both, you get $5 off the total price. Steve set them up, but you've got to buy the two together. And then when you get to the checkout, it will deduct the money for you, deduct the discount. So if you wanted to do both, we've got that up until, I don't know when you put that up till. Steve-O, when's the special up till? I'm winking at him going, quick, make something up.
Friday night.
Friday? How's Friday sound? Yeah, we'll do it for Friday midnight because then we might remind everyone on Friday. There you go. Friday night. And then if there's any more that we need to cut, Dad can do them on Saturday. I'm not even going to try and put them back in the pack. Shall I bother? I don't think so, but just look, I just want to look. You know, I usually go through and match them up with the others, don't I? I think this I would definitely put with the pack, with the light green packs that we have. Beautiful with that. I'm in a very red-blue mode today, and I'll show you why in a minute. So if I was feeling very much like making a quilt towards an Australian summer, I'd probably put that with the red pack, just because I could, or the dark green, or the gold. It'll go. It'll all go. Right, I'll pop them aside. Then yeah, they are clever boys, Flick. Hello, Francis. Thank you for saying hello. Good afternoon, Lorraine. I can see you're here too. Hi, Pat. How's the packing going? What did I want to just quickly show you? There was something over there. It's gone. It's gone from me. All right. I'll think of it in a minute. Now, I have been busy, very busy. I have finished off 3 new charm purse kits as promised a long time ago. So these are our new babies. And these are the ones that come with the cat charms. So we popped the cat charms up on the website a little while ago, a few weeks ago. But I've now got the kits done. So these will come in our lovely little pretty pack. So they're lovely to give as a gift as well. And you've got everything that you need inside the packs. So you've got now your little cute happy cat charm. And that's magnetic. And then you pull this back and it opens up. Inside. These take, and I'm ashamed to say because I just didn't get round to doing the third one, they were sitting with Cass waiting to do, for about 2 weeks, and there was no excuse. It took 15 minutes to make one, not even that. I probably took a phone call in the middle. They are super quick to make up. So even if you buy one as a kit, you know, with the fabric, because you like one of these, you can, but you can buy the bag furniture with the pattern individually on the website as well. So these will be in the kit section, and then in the bag furniture section in Habby you will find just the charm ones there. Now this print's really different. Can you grab me from Steve that print? Because I want to show the girls the one. This print is a large oriental print, so I wanted to just point out with this one, we're randomly cutting the pieces from the bolt. So they will all come up really different, which I suppose in a way is kind of nice because they will all be super different. Thank you. This is the fabric. Just lay this out here. This is the fabric that I've cut from. So I suppose if you really like the colours, and you're not fussed, or you really wanted this one for yourself and make some, I'd actually buy 1/2 metre of this, and then buy the furniture individually, because there's fans and cats, like there's 6 different ones, and make your own and put anything from the stash on the lining. That'd work, wouldn't it? I'm asking Emma, she's standing here and you can't see her, sorry. So that's that little one. And then the third one, so that one's gold, bright gold. This one's silver because Summer Palace's blue's got the silver in it. And then the antique gold one, or the brass one, I've used this lovely little Robert Kaufman print, and as Stephen just pointed out to me, there's only enough to make about 16. So that's been removed by the meter from the website, and it's now just in these little kits. So that's those 3. They're so cute. To me, it's almost like an add-on. If you make a bag,
you make one of those out of your leftovers.
You make one of these, and it doesn't have to even be a whole piece, does it? You could
scrap crazy patch it.
You could crazy patch it. I also like the idea of doing these sashikal. So you could settle your stitching up, particularly because the back is the shape of a house. I've always wanted to stitch out a little house with a roof on the back, you know, in my spare time. Right, so they're all up ready, and everything is tagged in a banner on the top of the page for today's show too. So it's done that. We're getting the hang of it. It's taking it's taking a long time. I've just seen something.
What'd you see?
Oh, watch this. Watch this. I don't mind. Look, some
Some
of
of the
these.
blues, the paleys.
So they're true blues. What about this lot? Ooh, that's even better. It's amazing, isn't it? Sometimes you can just... You're coming in here, Spot.
You want me to come?
No, not yet. Pull up a chair. Go and get a chair. Pull up a chair. You want somebody to...
No. I actually want this
You
because
want?
I can't find what's in here on the cutting list.
The inside lining of the pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, so you want me to show the bag now?
Yeah, then you give it back to me for a bit.
It's like I'm saving it. Okay. Finally, we have a new bag. This is our new bag. This is very different to what we usually do. It's Liberty and denim, and it's very, very cute. And Emma knows I've been a bit silly about it this morning. I have to show it now properly, don't I? Okay, hang on. All right, let's do the spiel. Camera 3. Here we go. So, this is a new swing satchel. I want to just sit it here so that you can see all the details up close, and then I'll show you the front again. It is about 7.5 by 10.
Yep.
Exactly. So it's not huge. It's not as big as the Melba Satchel. It's narrower and a little bit shorter. Em today is going to show you how this front panel is constructed. So if you're like me, previously had a buttonhole phobia, and that's long gone now. Thank you, Mr. Bedina. We did buttonholes on Sunday.
Oh, I missed that.
And then I no longer have a zip phobia, thanks to Emma, but I actually made this one, and she was a bit shocked. Her drawer did drop just a little bit. So you've got a little pocket on the front, so you can go down here. Oh, you know what you got me to do? You got me to quilt.
Give me that.
No, not yet. Not yet. Not yet. It works, just not in the order that we did it. Okay, leave
That's
that
right,
one. It's,
yeah.
it's for the view. Don't. You've got a pocket at the front with a zip that you can put things into here, like your phone on the front. Then, when you flip over to the back, oh, sorry, the pattern will come with, and this is brand spanking new, so it's up on the website. You can order it as a kit, but the pattern on its own, hard copy or digital, will come in the next couple of days. That's because we have just finished it, so we're editing at the moment. But the pattern will also come with the the diagrams for this, because it's a hard copy pattern, or like it's digital download. So you'll be able to cut your own out and do them, or if you buy the kit, it will come with the paper ones. I'll show you what's in the kit in a minute. Strip, and then on this side, going all out. What did you call this? You called this you called it something.
Did I?
Yeah, you called it like an overlaid flap or something. So you've got the flaps here. We're overlaying very easily, overlaying another piece over the top, more paper piecing, and then you flip. You can see we have just finished. We've got to sew the bottom of the magnetic snap-on. Hey, it was fine for the photo. And then inside, you've got a whole heap more Liberty going on for our kit in there. But this is our new baby. But probably the most important thing about the new baby is the new bag furniture. So we've got these beautiful new shoulder straps. They're about 1/2 inch wide. They come with your little toggles, and they come with the D-rings with them. So they are now up on the site as well, and it's classed as a swing shoulder. No, it's a shoulder strap set, which we're not going to say after Friday drinks. So you've got really, really nice, big, chunky. I am just not with where I put these cameras again today. There we go. Big, chunky gold D-rings. They are not going to bend. They're not going to do anything silly to you.
Not going to open up.
No, they're not going to open up or anything. And you can just see how beautiful the clips are on them. The gold, the buckle's gorgeous. The stitching on the straps is beautiful. I'm very, very happy. I'm really, sometimes we order these things and we go, oh, will they be the same as the sample? And I think they're actually better than the sample. So they are up as well. They are the same price as buying a pair of handle straps, which I'm sure you would expect because there's a lot going on. And there's a lot of material in them and a lot of fittings that are actually in them. So we've got them in the red. Emma's about to steal this one off me. And we've got them in... Oh, you've got, and she's got them. We've got them in black as well. And that is showing up. It's showing up a little silver on. Sorry, silver on your screen, but they are gold. So we've got those. Emma's going to steal this. Why are you stealing it?
I'm not telling.
I'll tell them.
That's a very deep pocket you've got there, Lisa.
I'm loving it.
So, but that's it.
I'm loving it.
Now put something in that zippy pocket.
Show up.
A pen, maybe?
So we finished the whole panels. Em's assembled it. Before that, she said, "Well, you really, you should go through and add some quilting."
Well, you did. You had those on the back.
Yeah, so these were already on the back. So she said, "Go through. You should have ones that match on the front." So what have I done? I've managed to stitch through the whole panel with the pocket. It's a fake pocket, like that suit that Philip's just squeezed himself into for that wedding.
You could put a pen in there. You could.
Do as I say, not as I do. Oh, good afternoon, Robin and Judy. How are you? But these are lovely. So Em's going to come back in a tick. She's going to make up one with the black. So she's going to show you how it all works, because there is a skill, I think, to understanding how to put a zip pocket in the front, because you've got the pocket and the lining and then the bit behind the pocket. And anyway, it's all fine. Other show and tells. This will be next week. I wanted to show you this now because this is Michelle Fisher's beautiful bag that she won our challenge with, if you remember. And she's at home rocking out her new Burnett sewing machine and embroidery module at the moment that she won. That's Louise Atkinson to pick up her sewing machine. Forgot to tell them. So there you go. Isn't that just beautiful? So this, though, is actually not Michelle's bag. This is the remake. So Emma has been through and replicated Michelle's bag, and the set that she did was called the Madison set. So this is, for want of a better word, the Chandler's Cottage version of her bag. It's just... So Em's brought that back today. So now we go through the process of drafting up completely the pattern, giving it to Cass, drafting up the templates for it, and then remaking it to double check it. So I'll remake it in another fabric. So Em's done this one. Pattern will get written up, and then I'll make it again and we double check it all. In our room.
Oh.
Just in the door.
Yeah.
Okay. Beautiful. Now what sits inside, because it's a trio set, is this beautiful one. So this sits inside. So just get ready. And the reason I'm sort of showing you today, at the rate we're going with new things at the moment, that may actually go up online before a show. So if it does, there will be a little Facebook post. But yeah, isn't that just beautiful with the bow? Now, Michelle had the trinket purse with it, but what we've decided to do, and I hope she doesn't mind, we're actually not going to do the trinket purse. We are actually going to do one of our little square glasses cases so that it sits. They'll all nest inside each other. So we're going to make up a new one of these, and I've actually just received these frames in 3 different sizes. So different little projects coming up. Some are country little flowers, some are plain ones, lots of different sashiko, so there's lots of little different techniques that we are going to do, and there'll be a whole set of those to do for presents over summer or for yourself. So the little projects are nice too, aren't they? You know what we actually thought? Well, that might be the royal we, it might have been me. I thought about mini clubs. Mini clubs would be nice too. So we do our big block of the month ones. I'm working my way through, by the way, ringing everybody for Michelle's Quilt for being mindful about your background. Please don't think I've forgotten you. I've got you all there. I'm just working my way through. But I thought about mini clubs, and what might be really nice to do a mini club like this, so that each month you get a different part of a set to do, or 3 different cases with different techniques on them. So it's sort of only a commitment for 3 months instead of the whole 12, and you study something in particular. So brain is working on that. Now, with that bag that Emma just stole, she's working on it. She can't. I'm not repeating that. The denim that I have used, we have also sourced it, and I've got beautiful Who said what? Oh, Barb, you're funny. Bring it on, says Barb. 3 beautiful new denim. So up on there already, we've got our jean weight washed denim. This is different. This is soft denim shirting, and it is just, it's got a shine on it. Yeah, and when I took the photos, I actually put little creases in so that you can see the shine on it. And they're just stunning. So they're up on their own individually on the site in fabric. So the denims are up.
You got good light in here.
They're she's you got good light in here. I know, we're surrounded by light. And I'm still not happy with it. These are extra wide, so they're 54 inches wide. So it's like when you walk into a big fabric store, we've got them on big rolls, like a linen. So they are up now. I think they're pretty good, Em. I think they're 25 or something. They're not expensive, considering they're extra wide, and they're gorgeous. If you are into making your own clothes and things as well, can you imagine one of those shirt dresses or just a little shift? I've got the shift pattern. If you want the best ever shift pattern, I did tell you, didn't I? You go to Kieran at One Thaggy Fabrics.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a simplicity pattern. I've got it. I'll go and get it. It's in the other room while you're on. I'll go and get it. I'll just go off and do what I like. I'll go plant those leeks that Dad gave me, a few other things, in the veggie garden. So evidently Simplicity had this stock standard shift dress pattern, and they discontinued it, and Kieran rang them and bought all the stock that was left, like over 100, and I'm the proud owner of one. It's like, you call it the mother of the bride shift dress.
Oh,
so you can make it sleeveless with the V, or you can put the lace inserts.
Yep.
And, anyway. So I just think that would just be beautiful. I also think too, because Em, you use recycled jeans, don't you?
Yep.
Often, but sometimes to get all the colours, or if you need a lighter weight to overlay for pockets or something, so you could mix and match these up with your recycled denims, or your linens or anything. I'm patting it now, sorry. I have put them up on their own, and I've also done a pre-cut pack of 3 30cm cuts, which coincidentally is what you need for one of the bags. So think about the combo moving forward. You could grab the pattern, this pack, and then go through your stash of liberties and florals and laces and ribbons and everything.
Random scraps,
and put them together. I'll stop patting the limb. Oh, can I do this? Wait. That.
Oh, singing the blues.
I've got my colour mojo back because you're here, Kusan. We do silly things. Oh, I'm feeling blue, Em. I'm feeling very blue.
Oh, where's Mr. Barry White when you need him?
No, if we play the Barry White,
oh yes, yep.
Facebook will mute us. How are you going there? You nearly ready? She didn't expect to have to do that. I don't know why you're bothering. I could have faked it.
Yeah, but I couldn't see what was inside.
Oh, it had nothing to do with me? Okay. I just want to show everyone what's going in the kits.
So you're going to say what's going on over here.
What's going on? Look, don't you just want, look at the Liberty. I just want one of those in the Liberty now. Alright, this drop dead gorgeous Liberty that we put in the bag is new. So that's just gone up. So that's added to our collection of cotton Liberties that we've got on the website. And it is beautiful. So it's got that steel blue, teal blue, and 3 different reds, and a little bit of mustard orange in it. Yum. So that's up. But in the kit for the bag, you've got the Liberty, your straps. So the straps, I just lose it when we go live with the girls. I forget. I think they're 18.
You said they were the same price as a pair of handles. 18.
18.
You said it from the boss.
So you've got these that are valued at 18. You've got a big chunk of Liberty. You've got your denim that you need, your zip. Then you get the whole lot. And there's still one thing I didn't put on this pile, which is a magnetic snap. So you get the magnetic snap. Soft and stable rubber foam batting sew-in is in there. Your lightweight Palin for your pocket and your flappers in there. This one I've used 630, then 640 Palin as well for the sash, for the gusset that goes around the side of the bag. And what else did I forget? Magnetic snaps in there. and your Epiplex plastic to do your octagons. Now, these octagons are not equilateral. They have long sides and short sides. These are specially designed for us because I've snuck these for this bag out of the start of the kits for the geisha Madame Butterfly quilt we're going to do on A Quilter's Life. I'm finishing the next lot of applique sample of blocks tomorrow, and they're looking lovely. I'm quite pleased, and you're really getting down the track now. The girls that started in February, and then we're going to move on and start this. So that's what's going in there. So when you get them, you'll go, why do mine look different to Lisa's? Just turn them, because I've actually set mine with the short sides top and bottom. But if you go that way, they are wider. So you're going to need to sit them that way. So just make sure you have a look at the picture, and I'll make a note in the pattern for you as well. So that's what's in that kit. There's everything you need is in there. You're not going to need to add anything except your cotton. So you'll be able to just sit down and start, because I did put lots of little different bits and pieces in there. Now Em's going to come back and show you how to assemble that front panel and get rid of all of our zip phobias. But I just wanted to also show you the fabric that she's going to run with it. So this is the one that she's going to run, and we've got this beautiful new aqua teal cotton drill that goes gorgeous with this. I'm going to make that bag up with some stitcheries and some cork as well. So it'll keep going for a while, and we'll have lots of different kits come along in it. I think it's going to be a new nice blank canvas for us to work with. This was I just grabbed these just as a quick thought. I suppose we had blue on the brain, but I also thought that that would be a beautiful combination. So that's the medium, the paler denim that we've got, and I've put it together with a blue zip which is called Crayon, and that's another of our liberties. So all the blue green and blue teal liberties are going to go really nicely as well. So there's a few there to choose from. Now I've got one, oh yeah, sorry. Whoops, I've left you hanging, hang on, and I'm hanging off the wall. Right, that did not work. This is the other one. I just grabbed this quick. Remember we launched these last week? These are our new Benetix Bubble Paisleys. Felicity, this is for you. I thought about you when I did this. Okay, I really, really did. Flick, I can see you standing at the airport at Lonnie picking me up wearing this bag, okay? Maybe I have to make one for Flick, yeah? That is the Flick bag right there.
Right.
With black in this bag. And
this bag?
Yeah, that bag in this with black and an orange zip. Yes?
Would you like me to send you some recycled black denim, Flick?
No. I'll make hers with black linen. We've got black linen on our website now. I've got black drill too. Can I have it back now?
You can put things in there now.
So in the instructions, we would suggest quilting the pocket before putting the...
Before sealing it to the soft and stable.
Yeah.
After you've inserted the zip.
Yeah. I've got one more thing to... You don't have to stand there now.
Pass my coffee over there.
Want your coffee?
Yeah.
Because you know what I haven't shown them? My Christmas thing.
Oh.
Alright, so...
That's on a cracker.
As we all know, we love Epiplex. Oh, the bad news... For those that are not in Queensland. News on the street. Have you heard the news? No?
I read it this morning.
The Australasian Quilt Convention, founded always in... It's like losing Boxing Day test. It's like losing the grand final.
Twice.
I didn't really care.
No.
No, I did care about the grand final. Test? Says Emma married to the cricketer. They're moving AQC to Brisbane. I have no words.
Go on, drop the mic, walk out.
Spit it. If I had the mic on, I didn't put the mic on today. If I had the mic on, I'd do a pluck a duck. And
that's where that is.
I'd do a pluck a duck.
Spit it.
Spit it and just leave. Yeah, they're moving Australasian Quilt Convention to Brisbane. So if you're in Melbourne, boo-hoo. If you're in New South Wales, and you're in Brisbane, woohoo! So I am inviting myself to the exhibition. Yeah, Pearline Boyker goes, yay, one for us. Yeah,
May.
one for you.
It's in May.
It's in May next year.
22nd-ish.
So I'm not going to have a booth. I'm going to come and gate crash everyone else's, I think. So I'll be on Margaret's Fabrics booth, and I'll be on Danny's booth. Yeah, I'll be with Danny from Applique. Because even she was pretty happy with this. This is my new baby that we're launching today. This is my Christmas dish, all made with paper piecing and Applique. And what's beautiful about this is it bends. Sure, before your arm drops off.
My fingers are getting...
Can you grab me a phone charger? Oh, Steve will know where I've got one. You leave the pieces in there. So Cass and I spent a lot of brain energy and time and brain cells doing the whole 3D thing, but we got there. So these are now up. These are up for you to enjoy for Christmas. Look, look, look. It's all paper piece. So what the story goes, you get a set of 24 templates, 12 for the outside and then 12 for the inside. And the ones on the inside are slightly smaller. So we're having them packed so that you don't have to worry about getting them mixed up. And I will be sternly writing in the instructions that you put together the outside, which someone's just cracked it. Who was it? What? It's Jane, I think. No way. Oh, yeah, I know. It's all going to go down. It's going to get ugly about AQC. But, sorry. You're going to put the star together first, and then you insert all of the side panels in. And the lovely thing that happens when it goes together is you get this curve. So it's like a fabric version of a crystal bowl to put your goodies in, your lollies in, and your chocolates in, and the marzipan balls from Aldi. Would I be right, Emma, in those colours? Yes, yes. So what I've done with mine, I have popped the reverse. So I've got gold with the Merlot base and then the opposite on the outside. The other thing I've decided I want, I want, was that the Russian, that was, you're just doing my head in today.
I haven't seen you for a long time.
We haven't seen each other. I want a jacket.
Oh, yeah,
We used to have this lovely Russian tailoress, seamstress, come into the shop and purchase fabric to make jackets. Not a jacket, a jacket, and she want things. She was beautiful, but you're right, it sticks with me. Okay, so you make the inside and you make the outside, and then you nest the lining inside.
And I defy anyone to see any of your stitches.
Yeah, I did pretty well with the stitches.
Man, jam-fig.
But I want them up this way because they look a little bit like a Rocher chocolate up that way. A big fat chocky.
Yeah, Ferrero.
But I want surprise domes.
Cloche.
What's it?
You want the star cloche.
I want the cloche. So there's a little present for everyone underneath. We go, ta-da! Or if you had mini puddings.
You could sit that on the plates when the table is all set.
On the plate.
Yes, with all the and that's their little, well, for want of another description, bonbonniere. Instead of having a bonbon.
Can I do a calling?
Yes.
We're doing Cup Day, remember, next week. We are doing Cup Day.
You can have an extra month on your gym membership.
Can I?
Yes.
Your mum wore the
she wore the
Japanese lunch bag or the tidy up.
But it was also known as the space helmet for the space port.
That's right. I'm going to get ready for Cup Day next week. So these are up now. Now we've put the... Stephen, how much are these?
$10.50, I believe.
And then what's the twofer?
Wait, what are we talking about?
The star bowl.
Did we do a twofer?
Oh.
Well, you did say 2 for 18 before.
Can you do a twofer? Maybe not. Maybe next round. Because we haven't got many of this, have we?
I think these.
No. I tell you what, let's leave it at that. I know how it's going to work. We're just making it up. We're all standing here having a staff meeting and you're sitting there going, come on. Get on with it. So these are $10.50.
$10.50.
$10.50 and includes the fabric. So we're launching them like this first, and the special thing about this is, you know, under the Australian Sun Merlot, we've got enough to do only a very small number of these, and then it's gone. So we're going to launch them like this with the fabric, and then we're going to have them still at $10.50, just in a pack like we do our other template packs, but then there will be a twofer. So it will be cheaper to buy 2 or 3 or 4. That's what we're going to do.
We're not doing too far this time round, but we're doing free shipping.
No, and this is free shipping. That includes shipping. It's pretty good.
We sent out
Oh,
early November.
yeah, we did. So $10.50 including shipping and the fabric for these. So we've only got a few because we literally run out of the Merlot. I have already got. Oh, and these come beautifully done in our little folder kits with the covers, and they look gorgeous. And then I've also had Cass Draft, drum roll. Thank you. That was. I've had Cass Draft, a Melba Nouveau one, because. Where's the bag?
Which bag?
The buckle bag. Is it out there?
Yeah.
Can I have it? Because I'm going to do one with Fussy Cut Melba. We're going to have the grey on the outside and the ivory on the inside, and I'm going to Fussy Cut the Waratahs. Yeah, I know. The Waratahs. So there will be more kits coming. But anyway, I've banged on enough about it because I'm very happy with it, and it took a long time. It doesn't take a long time to make them. This is probably back-to-back 2 Midsummer Murders.
That's all right.
That's all right.
Yeah.
So 2 hours on the couch with a cuppa.
Yeah. Isn't a Midsummer 2 hours long?
Oh, I don't know. No, it didn't take me 2 hours. You glue them onto the template, and then you whip stitch. So, hey,
Nice bag.
Em's just remade this. Isn't she a beautiful job? Isn't it just?
That's so fresh.
It's so fresh, and because we had this with the Hoffman and we couldn't get any more, so here it is in all its glory in all of Melba. But hey, who's got this pattern?
Saddle satchel.
The saddle satchel or the buckle bag.
Yep. Swappies.
Swap round. Put your little loopies in here and run. Yeah.
Or if you've got a favourite fabric bag that you've made and you've worn out the strap,
yes.
Open it up, take it out, use the strap to make some little tabs for your D-rings.
So when I do the second one of these...
Yeah, D-rings.
Will I D-ring this one then? I'll D-ring the Madison set? Oh, yeah. What did you say? 70. It looks like a handbag mum. It's so stylish.
Oh, it matches
Can I have cork?
the new building of...
There's a building?
Yes. The new Glen.
The New Glen Shopping Centre. No, Stevie, you can't shut the door because there's a fly in here. He's shutting the door because he's got tape on. All right, I am going to... There's 79 people sitting back going, calm on, girls, get a move on. I'm going to clean up here, and then I get to play with the switcher. I get to be Gemma.
Okay.
Or Natasha, depending on which show of the week it is in the UK. Let me just check if anyone
Needs an answer.
Does anyone need an answer? Oh, no, Jane's actually happy it's going to. Yeah, see, I have told a heap of them and they didn't know. Oh, no. Sharon Keys goes, they can't do that.
Yeah, I'm with you, Sharon.
I want to see what happens for those that were Victorians that had were delegates. Joan says no. Should we organise a tour?
Right. No, apparently
Not a road trip.
accommodation is at a premium because the one hotel's closed, one hotel's still a quarantine hotel.
Oh, in Queensland?
Yes.
This going on to Brisbane, this is actually round 2. It was set for... There was a date reset for Melbourne, and he'd done it again. He set it to Grand Prix weekend. Probably clashes with Indy now.
Well, he's not sure that he can get
No.
the exhibition building because it's still a vaccination
Yeah, so
centre.
for those of you going, why, the exhibition building is our main vax centre, and I don't think that's going to end with booster shots happening. It is going to be very, very sad, though. It's not going to have the atmosphere of our magnificent exhibition building. But hey,
share the love. We've given away our grand final.
but just wait, Melbourne. Queensland will steal the big race. There's some things Queensland can have. I'm quite happy for them to take. Oh, Sue, on this, how much shipping to the US? Tell you what, the only way to find out is you go and stick one in your cart.
Let it calculate.
I'll ask Stephen. I see what you mean because it includes shipping. Let me just check on how he's done that. Could I please have a Melba bowl pack? Yes, Jenny, you can. But wait, it will happen when I get another. I literally have no more. I'm waiting for them to come. And as soon as they are, I'll be whipping one up and I'll be able to show you next week. No, Petra, it doesn't. And it's the biggest pain in my life that you do not have one for the Oriental Caddy. It is next sitting in my pile of sewing in the sewing room, and I owe it to many, many people. So I promise it will be done for you pronto. All right, sounds good. A tour, yes, the Sylvia's coming, so we're good. This tour's on. Oh, you know what I'll do? I'll contact Michelle Marvick. She is the tour queen.
It's set up. Put it in your cart. Go to check out. It'll tell you how much for shipping to the US.
Oh, okay. There, it's done, Sue. You can go in and check how much shipping to the US. It's all set up, ready for you. I love this team. I don't know, Pat, if it will come back. I don't have that inside intel, but I'm guessing it would. What I want to know is what's Mari Lee thinking at the moment. The quilters.
Well, it's not showcase.
No, it's not showcase. But VQ girls usually run it. I'll say they'll take a big breath of relief because they've been on standby for months. I'm going to take my Christmas bowl now and get out of the way, and you can say hello. You ready?
No.
I'm getting out of the way. You're up, and then I'll do this bitty for you.
Don't go away because I'll probably say, where is the?
Oh, okay. Well, you say, tell you what, you come in and say hi, and I'll set up your machine.
Oh, thanks.
And I'll get the fly.
I don't know where I am.
You're
there.
You're
there.
You're there.
I need a little red dot to follow. Hello.
You need a red dot. What else do you need? Do you want something? You want a sewing machine? Unbelievable. You just want the whole lot.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you happy
Kitchen
with that
sink?
thread?
Can I have a kitchen sink as well?
You may have a kitchen sink. Do you want a thread? I reckon you're all right.
It's okay.
Do you want black?
I can't do the line.
What? No, you can. No, you cannot do the line. You've got a walking foot on. You've got your other feet. There you go. Got a knee lift. So Em's got a 720 now. And this morning she was whinging because it doesn't do the...
Doesn't pick its foot up and let the thing out after you say cut.
Yeah, I know. But we'll have... What have you done to my machine?
I didn't.
Oh, wait. There we go.
Okay.
What have you been doing?
Nothing. You moved it.
All right, I'll let you in, and you can go. Right, and you can get started now. Yes. So what we're going to do is Em's actually going to construct this the front of. Where is the bag, by the way?
You hung it up again.
I'm going to show you how this works, because if you haven't done this sort of pocket before, it can get to you just a little bit. Where I'm tweaking the diagrams just a little bit. I'm even thinking of doing them in colour. Ooh, because then the girls that digital download,
Yes.
you know, they can just look at it on their screen, and you know they're not going to have to print colour.
Yep.
So when you actually make this bag up, if I open up this pocket, you've got the lining inside the pocket, but then you've also got the other bit, which is essentially the lower half of the bag panel. So, and this...
That's what I haven't cut.
What?
That's what I haven't cut.
What haven't you cut?
That bit, because it's not on this.
Do you want me to go and cut you one?
Yeah, I've got to work out how big it is.
I can do that.
Excellent.
I'm sure I wrote it down. Lower.
So I'm going to look over there. Right.
Right, so I'll go and get that fabric and bring it in, and I'll do it here. So you've got lots going on. You've got bits that are going to flip up on the front above the zip, and then you've got bits that hang down underneath. So it can get you a little bit,
It's just
bit frazzled.
brain yoga, standing up, salute the sun, a bit of downward dog.
Bit of downward dog. Alright, so if I do a little bit of a switch over, I'm just
Did
trying
you
to
bring
work
an
out.
iron?
I'm going to go get the iron. I'm
Oh,
going to get
okay.
the fly spray. So I'm going to pop it. So, Em, can you see that? That's you there.
That's me there.
That's you there. And you can chat away and show the girls. Do you want to move it this way a little bit? Do you need a bit more room? There you
Yep.
go.
Ah, there you go. And then you can. Oh,
That's
probably a bit
my
dazzling.
coffee. Let's see.
Oh, over there. Okay. Good on.
I'll go and get that fabric. Pins are there.
Now, would you like me to follow this instructions for the girls on
I don't
the
know.
zipper technique?
Sure. It's a bit. Is it a bit dodgy, or is it right? I don't mean dodgy as in the pattern dodgy. I meant, can you read my writing, or are you okay?
I think I'm okay. I would like to see which way the zipper goes. Do you know, it confuses some people when we say zip, because we Australians like to shorten things.
It's a zipper.
And it's a zipper,
It
not
is.
a zip.
It is a zipper. I'll grab that fabric.
And the iron.
Sure.
I've got fabric.
Have you got spare?
That's my leftover. If I
Okay.
take this out of the,
Sure. I'll cut that for you there.
that's my.
Oh, you're all ready.
Oh yeah, these
Okay.
these are my little layouts.
Right.
And that's my lining.
Okay. All right. Well, you chuff off, and I'll do this.
Would you mind, please, affixing that bit of Palin to
All
the
right.
outer
Well, you'll need
pocket?
to talk while I'm gone. You
Okay,
can't,
yes.
You know, you've got to talk.
Now,
They'll
girls,
fall asleep.
you won't fall asleep. I like to, I'm going to bring it up here, I like to lay out this is my background piece of Soft and Stable that is essentially the structure and the body of the bag. I like to lay everything out on that, and I've done it here. Where is it gone? Here, for the back panel. And then I can just use it as a little tray for transporting between my cutting area and my stitching area. So that's my back panel, and you can see that this time around we've let the fabric do the hard work instead of doing the little applique. And we've made some design modifications so that you can choose which way, because this is our flap, we haven't rounded out the corners yet, but you'll be able to choose whether you have the feature fabric showing or the print fabric showing or the contrast fabric showing. And I've tried to do that with all of the pieces this time round. Last time we had the gusset in the same fabric. This time round we've cut it in each of the fabrics. So you can choose. Once you start putting it together, you can do a, what's the word I'm looking
Audition.
for? That's it, thank you. I was going to start singing and I knew it wasn't quite right.
So did you tell the girls too that we've kind of made sure they've got enough fabric to switch around whatever they want to do?
Yes. And that was very generous
Was
for
it?
that. Yes. That was,
Okay, so maybe we don't even, I don't know. We're just looking at this fabric because we will do this beautiful teal that Emma's got as a kit as well. But with those sorts of things, you know, we'll be really careful if it is an unusual width. So the drill's only 90 centimetres wide, isn't it? So
Yep.
we're going to make sure that you've got ample.
So that.
Absolutely.
Oh, now I was telling the ladies that I like to lay everything out on my. That's what I'm looking for on my piece of Soft and Stable, so I see what order, where things go. And you can see on Lisa's sample bag here, she's got the zipper opening from this side, so I'm going to make
was
sure
that wrong?
Who knows? But you know how I've made a zipper sometimes, and then you get the next sample and it zips from the other side, and you go, oh. So I do like to lay it all out, and you can see there's this little trim up here above the zip. That's this piece. So you can see that this time we've swapped around the interest fabric and the contrast fabric. And Lisa's going to cut me the piece that goes.
I am. I'm on
That's
it.
all right. She is on it.
Pressure.
So just a few things going on here. That's it there. That's my piece that goes behind.
Yeah, that's your behind.
So this piece here is my front pocket, and this piece here is what tucks down from the top section of the zip and so that when I open up my zip, that's behind the outer edge of the pocket. So if I've got everything arranged on my piece of fabric, sorry, my piece of batting, it helps me to put the right pieces in the right places. So if I refer to my pattern, what we actually do is we sandwich the zipper between
You don't need the pattern.
Outer.
I'm holding it up for her, she doesn't need it.
and the lining. So I'll just hold it there to show you. I have got, let me get your lighting right. I have got my outer fabric with my pellin on it, my zipper, and my pocket lining. Sorry, got to get the light right there. Can you see that? And there is the zipper in between. And we're having the ends of the zipper extending beyond the fabric.
Sharon Keys, it is not.
It is not what?
She said it sounds worse than the walker bag. It's not walk.
No, it's
No,
actually
it's
easier than
easier.
the walker bag, because the walker bag you have that pocket that folds around on itself, and you've kind of really got to overthink that. This is quite literally the yoga. You just put this bit on, flip that up, and put that bit on and flip it down.
Cass says she wants a whole episode of Emma's yoga quilt. Quilt yoga. Quilt yoga for beginners. Oh, that's funny.
So I'm popping a couple of pins in there.
I'm just going to go find the Melba Satchel because that is the first one we did like that.
Yes, it is. I remember doing that. We must have had a show on.
We must have.
I must admit, yesterday afternoon, I was putting a zip in something, zipper, and I actually used my walking foot because I had two layers. I had thick pellin on this piece and this piece, and I just wanted no shifting. So I haven't had a lot of practice on my, I'm going that way, on my Bonina with my zipper foot.
Okay.
But let's go. So we've attached the zipper foot, which is a skinny little guy, and all machines have a different style of zipper foot. Well, I shouldn't say all of them. Some have a foot that sits to the side of the needle. Some have a foot that sits in the middle and you move the needle position. And that's what I've done here with the number 4 foot for the Bernina.
You're going to whiz through there?
I'm going to whiz through there. Hold your breath.
Hold your breath. Can I show them this while you're sewing?
Sure.
This is... Steve just did that thing where he goes... Because
See, look, 720.
Adam on Hochanda, you know how on the shopping channels they do that bit and they go 70% of stock,
Oh.
so 30%, and Steve's just taken him off and gone 30% of your Christmas dishes have sold, and I laughed to be serious.
Oh.
I will do new ones if they all go. I just wanted to show you this one as well because this is our Melba Satchel, so made in the same combo of colours. This one. In fact, this has the worst picture ever on the cover of the pen. It didn't. Well, yeah, something went weird with my. I don't know. It didn't. The lighting or something. So I've got to redo it. It's not very complimentary. But this is also one that's got the zip across. So there you go. Same setup with this one. But this is a wider bag. So if you've got an iPad or a small tablet or something, this one's really good for that. If you. Emma and I spoke about this morning. When we talk about handbag design, you've got to be careful with positioning your handles too wide if your bag doesn't have a really good strong structure. So for example, if I put our beautiful new shoulder straps on this, there's a chance of it doing that. But if the purpose of this bag is to hold your iPad or a tablet or a book or your diary, it doesn't matter because what you put inside's actually going to make sure that it holds its shape. And then in that case, our new straps would work really well on this.
Can you switch to me?
Sure, I can switch to you. Can I go and plant my veggies now?
No.
Right. There you go.
So I've stitched along here and I'm going to open up the fabric, give it a press, and then I'm going to flip over the zip and give that a press. So everything is pressed equally away from the zip. And I think I'm going to, where do I, my ironing board, please?
No, you want nice ones?
Yes, I want it all.
I want it all. A little one?
Yeah,
Can I go little?
Yep, it can be a little one. It's just a bit going on my table.
Yeah, and then see what we do is we give you
Switch to this.
we give you overhead,
Oh,
which shows off all of our sins on the counter, doesn't it?
shh.
Shh.
I'll probably show the grey hairs too if I lean forward. So I like to give my stitches a little press first to set the stitches.
I tell you, Mark and Mark are closed.
I told you Mark and Mark are closed.
How did you tell me? No, he rang me.
Yeah, I know, they ring all their customers, that's how I knew. They
Did
didn't ring
ring
me.
you then? Oh.
One of the girls at school goes to Mark and Mark.
Oh, okay. Of course. Of course. Oh, Sharon Keys went to lunch at Hendrix. That's that cafe we
went to and had breakfast.
Ah, nice.
So now I'm showing you on my overhead that I have my zipper.
Oh, that way. I think the girls think I'm terribly uncoordinated, but everything's
Everything's
in
in
reverse.
reverse. And now, because Lisa did such a magnificent job, which one are you going to now?
I need to
I'm going here. Oh, we're having a little spaghetti here. I did admire this morning Lisa's top stitching just
Why, thank
below
you.
the
Let me get
zipper.
that fly.
This is really, really essential when you're making your bags because it stops your fabric, especially if there's some kind of pollen or something soft in your fabric. It can tend to ride up and you'll get a little bubble that might catch in your zipper.
You will ride up with where?
Sorry? Yeah, with where? Sorry, I thought you meant where as in...
I know I'm back on. Are you being served? Sorry.
Okay. I'm going to do the top stitching in a moment though because I've got to swap feet because I'll do that with the walking foot. Now the other side, again, we're doing a little sandwich. This is that tiny little top strip. This little blue strip here. So he's going on there, and this is the section. It's cut taller, and you'll be able to see why exactly if I show you here. It's cut taller than the pieces that were for this pocket because it has to come from the bottom all the way to the top edge of the zip. Hang on, lighting that way. So it's got to come from here all the way up to this top edge. So it's a taller piece. Again, we're creating that little sandwich. Oh, you know what? That might make life easier, or did I just put it too much in shot?
Sorry. You're right. No, it's good. It's the screen. It's actually better than what you think.
Okay. So I'm going to pop some pins in there, and Lisa will show you something else.
I don't know where to put them. Look, 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 look. Look at that. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it. Camera 3. Okay. So, on that note, if Megan Lancaster's watching, happy birthday, Meg, for yesterday. And I don't know why I'm thinking that while I'm looking at wine corks. I'm not sure.
Wine?
I don't know. So I just want to... Felicity sent these over for us. We are going to make these. There's more. Hey, I've got more. We're going to make these in our Christmas week. So I suppose what I'm saying is go out, be merry. Until then, because we need corks. No, I think seriously we can buy corks, can't you?
I don't know. And there's less and less corks in wine these days because they're screw tops.
I will look on the internet and I will find. It's my duty.
Get Steve onto it. He's the master of finding those kind of things.
To find you corks. Champagne. I have champagne with corks in the cupboard, but I really don't want to drink them all purely to get
to make
to these.
Christmas decorations. That's 6 bottles of wine.
That's 4 bottles of wine, a bottle of champagne.
And there's one up here.
That's a good Saturday night at the Witherows. Oh, thank God, Liz doesn't watch.
I'll just
That's
drop
me and
in
my
on
Bowie
these.
friends in the old days. No, don't you dare. It's me and my... That's when we had corks, but aren't they fantastic? Sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I just saw them. They're looking at me. They're sitting on the shelf going, don't forget me. Don't forget me. What are you doing, Em? Oh,
Me. I'm sewing.
You're sewing.
I'm sewing on this beautiful
This
little
line.
475 that was my favourite pocket rocket when I first had my Bonina L plates.
It is a beautiful machine.
Goes fast too. Not that I'm going fast while I'm doing a zip.
Oh, so I had a crystal and it left. So I'm getting another one.
Oh, the crystal machine.
$5.90. So we're getting another one. And, you know, at the moment, you kind of have to love a 475 because there isn't much else available. Because everything
Like a Model
sells...
T Ford. You can
Yeah,
have black,
you
black
can.
or black. You can have a
black, black or
475, a 475 or a 475.
Oh, I think the 475 is a great idea. It all depends on what you want it for. But this is the portable pocket rocket, isn't
Yeah.
it? It's the go anywhere, do anything.
Oh, I wouldn't like to be thinking I'd be having to bring my 720 to
No,
work
no,
anymore.
no. Your 720 is your
It's my stay at home wonder
you
child.
at home, but this is the... I thought about doing a deal
Oh, now I'd like to press that too.
on a 570. I'll get out of the way. So I think about doing a deal on a 475. Got to make one
Ooh.
up.
Okay. What can you offer me?
And I was giving, so I told everyone I'd give them a special on the 590, and then it's gone. So I'm waiting for the next one. It's on its way.
Now you've added this little feature bit here and it's
I-
really confusing me, so I'm just having a little, how did you do that? Okay.
Which what where?
This guy here. You've joined that
Well,
on
I
up
did.
there.
I
That's
did.
all right.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
So you join on a little bit of the
That
drill up
explains
the top.
why that guy's too big over there, but big
that
is
okay?
better than too small.
Yeah. So if you reverse it round the other way, we're not adding all those little bits and bobs
Elements,
details
that's right.
down the bottom.
But I am just going to show the girls. Oh, am
But I
on
would,
here?
yeah. But what I would do instead is like these will still go in the kit, and I would actually do them across here on the drill,
Oh, yes. I see now. I see now. I see now.
and then on the back it's all that fabric, isn't it?
Yes.
And
One
then
big
you've
piece
got,
I showed the girls.
and then
that.
you've got the flat either or, and
Yes.
the same deal here. I could put a little octagon.
Yep, or a little bit of machine applique if you want to fussy cut it from your
Or a
fabric.
little bit of ruche like we did on Friday. We ruched on Friday again.
Wow.
Yeah. All
Okay.
of that. All of that. Can I
think
say
I
something?
stretched that.
If you do get this and you've also got our felt baskets, I'm going to use this same shape on our felt baskets to put some pockets on the outside. We did those beautiful grey.
Oh, with the wooden handle
Yeah.
things?
And so we've all grabbed those, and every time we do a new embellishment technique or something now, we're going to add something onto our...
They're going to be busy baskets.
They are very... Are you right now?
Yep.
Okay. Oh,
Now this piece is going to be too big,
yes.
but we will adjust that in the instructions.
It's supposed to be 3.5.
Yeah, and it's 4.5 on the...
Yeah, okay, sorry.
But I'd rather
I
cut
need
it
that.
too big than too small.
Yes.
So I'm back on.
You're back on.
So I have this time only, here's my yoga. It's my Salute the Sun. This is the only one that goes up. Everybody else is downward dog. So I've got that one that I just sewed with this top piece. It comes down. And there it is at the back. The two pocket pieces go down so that becomes one unit. And zip him up. Now I can change feet and move my needle position back to the middle. I'm glad I painted my fingernails for you last week.
Good girl. While you're doing that, can I have this back?
You sure can.
Tiki Charlton just asked me how much it weighed,
The bag.
and I did it and I've completely forgotten. I put it on the thing.
Walked away and it's
I've
gone
walked
out of your
away
head.
and it's gone.
And I'm not talking to you. I'm concentrating.
I think Tiki's talking about the bag. Tiki, are you talking about the bag? How much is the bag weigh? Actually, that's probably a really, really good question. We're going to wear it as a crossover bag, so it's not too much.
Crossbody bag, yeah.
Crossbody bag. It weighs 200 grams all up.
How much of that is the handle, just out of interest?
I don't remember.
Well, just take It was here. Take a handle.
Well, I've weighed them to put on the website, so I think I'd remember.
No, you've probably put another gazillion other things on
No, I
there.
didn't.
And grab 2 D-rings unless they're already clipped on.
What?
The D-rings. Are they on clipped on there?
No, but if I weigh this, I'll remember how much it was, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. 85.
85 grams.
So this on its own weighs 85 grams with the D-rings, and then the whole bag together with the batting and everything, because I took the whole bag and weighed it, is 200 grams. So by the time you get your... Oh, she meant the weight of the machine.
God, she did.
Oh my God, sorry, Tiki. I thought, well, you know why I thought she meant the bag? Because you know Tiki is a very slim, trim little thing, and I thought
you don't want weight.
she doesn't want a lot of weight hanging around her neck when she does her next 25k jog.
Right.
So, heavens, I will go and get that for you while Emma's sewing, Tick. It's pretty good. You'd be able to lift it with 2 hands easily. Watch Emma's. Oh wait, she's doing it. It's happening.
And this is my left hand. It is actually, I would say, I'm thinking 15? It's about 15 kilos.
It's about 15. I'll go and look officially in the book for you, though. What's happening now, Chris-san?
I'm just going to give it a little press.
So what do you think about... What do you think? Do you want Suffolk Puff cherry blossoms up here?
That's a good idea, because we can add them later and I won't be slowed down in the process.
But you could also just grab your Visafix, and you could, from your leftover fabric, you could cut some of these out and applique them up the top.
Absolutely.
Girls
also on the flat.
Girls are all over that now.
And now, if we were going to, I'm just going to go back to here.
What?
If we were going to quilt these lines here, now is the time, because now is when I can pick up the front panel of the pocket, and I could go back and just a little bit of quilting. We don't want to go crazy on quilting because it might distort the shape, but you could do your little channels of quilting that would be these bits, while I can still access just that side of the pocket, not after you've actually stitched it all up and attached the batting to the back. So I'm just giving that a little press. And I will actually be trimming that because it's too big. It should be about yay big. So there's our front section of the bag, which looks like the front section of the bag. And because we were trying to think if girls want to switch things around and chop and change a little bit, rather than this little overlay, this time around I've actually cut the flap in each fabric, so you can choose which way you would like to have it facing, and you can do some applique or some embellishing on the flap.
I found the official form in the official Benina folder.
With the specifications.
You actually get a sheet that's got all the dimensions. Who would have known?
That's the dealer information?
Yeah, that I didn't know was probably there for the first
That's
2
a big
years
deal.
I was a dealer. Oh, we were now 16 Tick, so, you know, get a little bit of muscle build up and you'll be fine.
We were close.
We were really close. So there's 16 kilos. Now I want to give you that comparatively, if I may, to the big machines. So Emma's and my 720s are 22 kilos.
Yeah, that doesn't
So
surprise me.
they're a lot more. And they don't go that much lower than that. Because you want a bit of weight. You need weight, because once you hit that zigzag or you're quilting.
Oh yeah, you want stability on the table. You don't want to be shaking the forest.
So the 325s, which are the ones that we do for schools when they're available.
Yes.
Which they are not.
Currently.
They are coming in, but we're up to about orders that were placed in March. Just because of shipping. It's shipping, lockdown.
But they're being constructed in Switzerland at the moment.
Switzerland and, I think that's all still where it's all happening. I've lost track. But yeah, that's what they weigh. The 590, so the new crystal edition.
Mm-hmm.
Should I do that a little bit more for the crystals that are on it? Is 19. So, and a 570, which is the other beautiful thing in there, is 18. So,
so once you jump up to the 7s, that's when they're that bit bigger, aren't they?
They go up a lot in weight because they're bigger. Yes. How big is yay big? What's it?
Oh,
What Sharon want to say? How big is yay big? Are we talking machines, Kizzy? What are we talking?
Which bit were we
How
were
big is
referring
yay
to
big?
was yay?
I don't know, but the width of a 720, this is a very interesting chart, I should read this more often, is 40 centimetres, and the width of
16 inches.
this pocket rocket is 360.
12.
Yeah, so it's a bit...
Yeah.
It's all relevant. No, Emma said yay big.
Oh, what did I say
you
yay
say
big
you
to?
big for? We'll have to rewind and have a look. Oh, I've got the most magnificent box of Christmas decorations from Sharon.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
Can I rate it?
No.
Oh.
No, they're for Christmas
I know
week.
that.
You can't steal them. That's my job.
I rated my Christmas fabric box the other day, and I was very disturbed to find that I had 6 advent panels.
You have what?
6 advent calendar panels.
Hey, Sally says your nails look great.
Oh, thanks.
That's just a backhanded insult to me. I know what she's doing.
No, I have not.
Every week I apologise for my...
I have not been
nails.
to any illegal nail places. My beautiful husband bought me the Applique UV gel nails set system a few years ago, and as someone who trashes nail polish because of ironing boards and doing things just like, you can't see it, just like
there you go, you're
that,
overhead
just I'm overhead when I go like that to move things around, or I'm folding and ironing and I find I have no polish left. This is indestructible stuff.
I bought Cystico
Okay.
system during lockdown last year.
Yeah?
Yeah, I haven't used it yet.
Next week, we want to see your nails next week.
I know.
Cysticode.
Cysticode. It comes with the little UV thing you plug into the USB on your
Oh, mine just goes
on your
straight into
computer.
240.
I know, I've done like you've done.
Oh,
my
I
nails
have.
for
We
me.
used to do that on Sunday night.
Tikki
Death
has a
training.
350. Was just checking. She's got a 350. Very nice little machine. Very nice. Main difference, Tick, is your bobbin system and digital tension.
Is
and
that the
stuff.
metal bobbins?
Yeah. Yes, that's right.
Okay, so you're there.
Do you want to go and get
This
the
is
bickies yet?
I think we might be. Would you like me to proceed with putting this whole bag
Yes,
together?
please.
Is that the
I want the
plan?
bag to keep going. That's
Okay.
fine.
Oh.
Well, as long as the girls know how to do that bit, but just do the next bit, and I'll go get the bickies because we need to tell them about them.
Now, may I ask? You had rounded your. Did you use a?
Oh, do you want the? Yeah.
I'm sure it's either the bottom of a cone of thread or the end of a superior thread spool.
Nope.
Which one? Come on.
It's a tumbler glass. You could use anything, and I'm actually thinking about making people do that.
Well,
instead of giving them a template.
I'd just like to tell you
do you want to use?
bag.
Do you want to use the crisper can?
This bag. Let me not create a landslide over there. Where are we?
Oh,
This corner here, this
Yes.
lovely rounded edge,
Yes.
which is the same as this lovely rounded edge, that is the bottom of a superior threads
so one
spool.
of these. One of these.
Yes, one of these spools.
There you go.
And it's a really nice...
Where's the bit? I want to show the girls what we do. Because it's just, I'm really, I'm really all about people creating
I'm just going
something that's their own. I know it sounds like I'm slacking off, but that's all you need to do. I'll
Pencil?
just sit this one here. Yep, got it.
Oh,
Do you want one of these pens for Christmas? Have you got one yet?
not like that.
3 in 1.
Oh, that means I'd have 3 times as much lead.
I don't think they'll be able to see that. Hang on, I'm going to draw it again in pencil.
Now, is this our stitching line
What
or
am I
our
doing?
seam allowance line?
No. So yes, no,
Okay,
yes.
you're right there, Frank.
No,
No, that's not Frank. Can't
Yes, it
think of
is.
his name.
Yeah, you're right. This is what your foot's going to sit against.
Okay, that's my seam allowance.
Yeah. Can I do the other side? Because it's easier to see. Are you going to sew
You're
on
gonna
this
need
side?
you're gonna need a texture on the other side.
Oh, you're going to see my regrowth. I'm past caring.
I'll just put my head next to yours.
There you
And
go.
brag.
Oh, yeah, shut up. So it really is how tight a corner you want. But what you're going to do, which is what I love, because you get it super accurate. For example, if you had your 1/4 inch foot on.
Which is what I would actually like to go to, because it gives you a nice, accurate, smooth curve. As much as we love the walking foot, but that's what we love about the banana. I don't need to get the screwdriver. I can change feet
can
just
change.
in a week.
So as my foot comes down here, do you want to make car noises or not? No? Okay. As we come down here, you're going to sit your foot against the edge of your fabric, but then as you get to the curve, you sit your foot against your mark line, and you keep going around that way. That
It's
to
a beautiful
me,
thing. May I have the foot?
I don't want to make the girls make templates of this.
No.
I think we're just going to put that little instruction in.
If you'd like to, you could trim it on that marked line.
You could trim, but it stays a little bit more stable if it's left like that, doesn't it? I think it was a whiskey tumbler, but the crisp pan has done the same job. And if you
Which
wanted
is
a bigger,
2-inch, no, it might be a 2
look
and
at
an
this.
8.
Look, if you just wanted a bigger curve, you pull a coffee mug out.
2 1/4, that's what that diameter is.
Look, see, just
Yep.
and then you use
Beautiful
exactly the same one. Just make sure you use the same one on the overlay if you're doing the overlay,
Yes.
like the Liberty one.
So that it's echoed in.
Present, can you see that all right?
Yep, don't need glasses yet. It's coming.
No glasses and no hair colour. I am leaving the building. Oh, Yolanda's here. She's saying, good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Where is Yolanda coming to us
Yolanda
from
comes
if it's
from
still
a land
morning?
far, far away. Yolanda, hang on. You're in the States, aren't
475.
you? I think she's in the States.
Okay.
Yolanda, I'm so sorry. I don't remember. I just know she's in a land far, far away. Good afternoon, Christina. Sharon says she can have one at Christmas.
Thanks, Sharon.
She's,
I should organise to do a bit of trade.
speaking of Christmas,
Yes.
we're going left field next week.
Are we?
The week after. Because
Okay.
my house is starting to smell rather good for Christmas. I've just had several things in my head go all off at once. We are going to be taking a little bit of a flashback to the 80s, the 70s and the 80s this Christmas. And I'm going to be dragging out my spiced pot puree recipe,
Yum.
which Emma pointed out coincidentally has the same
Botanicals.
botanicals in it as gin. And we're going to be making the humble pomander. Now, you're going to say to me, aren't you, Lisa, no we're not, because cloves cost a fortune.
Not if you find them somewhere really cheap, I'm guessing.
So I have sourced cloves for us in bulk, so they will not, so we can all make our pomanders
Now,
and our pot puree.
do we have...
And I've got the star anise, and I've got the cinnamon sticks,
And where's the
juniper
gin?
berries, and I've got it all.
Gin.
What?
Do we have some pinking shears?
No.
Oh, now, girls, if you have pinking shears and you
They're
have...
horrible.
No,
They're
not...
stiff. I need to. Mine are.
Oh, I've still got mine from my 21st, and they're
Oh.
just a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I'll go and get them.
If you're clipping a curve, like this very short, I can't remember which camera we're on, our 2.5 inch curve, or if you're making Christmas stockings and you have to clip the curve on the heels and the toes, use your pinking shears, because you don't have to do all those itty bitty little cuts. Nice, smooth curved cut with your pinking shears.
They're terrible.
Probably because you're left hand. No, you use scissors in your right hand though, don't you?
Oh, bit close to the seam, love.
Oh, get out of the grass. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Chief.
You're going to want 90 wood.
Yep, it's here.
Oh.
And then we'll do a little zippity-doo-dah. And if you've got your beautiful custom chopstick handy that you bought from Lisa like ages ago.
I feel really bad now.
Why?
Because Yolanda's not in the UK
Oh.
or the USA. She's in Holland, and I completely
Oh,
knew
of
that.
course.
I knew that. Well, do you know what, Yolanda? I will get... Margaret Upston's going to come on very, very soon onto the show, and you two can just sit here and jabber and Dutch together. That'll be fun. Well, Margaret does. I love it when she talks to her mum on the phone.
I just got a beautiful recipe for oh no, I won't say it properly, but it's an apple cake, a Dutch apple cake from the Claire Bowditch.
You're Dutch.
I know. But there's recipes that come from the different regions. As much as it's only an itty bitty tiny little country. So
Don't say that, Yolanda's listening.
But it is geographically a little country. Look at Australia, it's a monster.
Yeah, well, England fits well within Victoria. So.
Yes. So I've just got the apple cake recipe, and during the last lockdown I made Krentenbrot, which is currant bread. Oh, well.
I'm not allowed to have that for it.
Okay. No, because it's so loaded with sugar.
I'm being good. I promised my girls in A Quilter's Life that I would
lead by example.
Which reminds me, lamb kofta recipe has gone up, or just going up. Cass has got, I've just bombarded her with heaps of stuff, so there's lamb koftas for the Healthy Quilters Club. As promised, my grandmother's Christmas pudding recipe is going up now, tonight, or sometime as well. And afternoon tea is going up, but I'm going to describe how to make it, but the card is going up for that as well. And I'm also putting up my lemon and raspberry friands.
Yeah.
All go. It's all go. Let me go and get these.
Oh, I need to. Do we have lots of? Can I purchase wonder clips from Chandler's Cottage? Okay, I won't.
But no.
That.
Kate rang literally at 1:59.
I heard you on the phone
And
saying
I just
gotta
placed
go.
a massive order of more.
Is this Kate
Liberty.
Mara?
Yeah, she's
Okay. She's probably not watching. She's working.
No, more Liberty, more zips, more Habby, more bag batting, more Palin stuff.
Everything of
And
what you
I
need.
forgot to order the
Wonder
clips. So, and hot hem rulers are back.
Hot hemmers are the
we used to
best.
have to bring them in from the States, and now available here through our distributor. So
Excellent.
we've ordered one of.
Love my
ordered
hot hammer. Used
10
that
of every.
yesterday to make this bit.
Which bit?
The bow that's on here. You can't actually see it, but there is a double rolled little 1/4 inch hem. I thought I could do that by eye, but it is actually top stitched on the inside there and then folded so you don't actually see any stitching on that bow. But I thought I could do a 1/4 inch hem by eye. It was enormous, so I ironed it out again, and I got out my hot hammer and I ironed it up beautifully. It was lovely and consistent. So I can only praise my hot hammer, and thank you very much, because I got that from my mum for Christmas last year before Lisa had them.
What's that?
My hot hammer. My mummy gave it to me last year.
Did she?
Yeah. I nearly made the cardinal sin mistake. I forgot to go back and do my top stitching. I would have been stitching down my zipper pocket.
No.
Let's not do that.
Can I show these to?
They look delicious.
So this little recipe is our High Tea Tuesday recipe. We really didn't. I didn't even tell him we were doing high tea today. So
Sprung it on me.
So these are. Let me see those. This is our little High Tea Tuesday recipe. Now, have you got a pen and paper? Because to get this recipe, there's 2 ways to do it. If you would like it, I've written a whole little story about where this recipe came from, and our Quilter's Life members. Oh, it looks pretty good from above, actually. Look at that.
Oh, they would too. Dusted with icing sugar, except for all that paraphernalia in the background.
Yeah, no. This recipe came from a family friend of ours a very, very long time ago, and I've written a little spiel for the girls in the club. Very, very easy to make, and you can pop them in the freezer, and they will last for ages.
Oh, handy.
So you just skip
How
the
long
ice
do they
and sugar.
take to defrost? Like if Grandad Graham rocks up and I need afternoon tea instantly,
Oh,
by the time I've made the coffee?
How warm the room is. However,
True.
I have noted to the girls to be careful because they're really yummy straight from the freezer.
Oh,
One of
you're a
those
bit of a
recipes.
Belinda Jeffrey. Eat the chocolate, eat the brownie out of the freezer. No.
And I made it look all pretty for the photo. Oh, my lavender's drooping now. I'm just hanging it that way. It's a bit sad. Made it look
early
pretty
this morning.
But this is how old this recipe is. Like the book fell apart, so it's all looking
that's a
very
bit sad.
flash. So this recipe, while you're sewing, has got a whopping 250 grams of salted butter. And salted is better. You want that little bit of salt.
Yes. As opposed to use unsalted butter and add a pinch of salt.
No, no, no.
Yeah.
Right, so 250 grams of butter, And then you want half a cup of sifted icing sugar, and it's got to be the real deal. It's got to be pure icing sugar.
Not icing sort of
Doesn't
sugar
work.
mixture.
Then you need a teaspoon of vanilla. However, if you want to get wild and wonderful, you could mess with it, with the flavour. I'll come back to that. 3/4 of a cup of chopped nuts. So the traditional recipe that we were given, that was made for us, and I was like 16, I think, when we first got this recipe.
That was only like 3 years ago.
Thank you very
wasn't
much, Emma. 1/4 of a cup of chopped nuts is walnuts. So I've done mine with walnuts today. And also 2 cups of plain flour, and that's all that's in them. So they are a
Oh,
true
that's
traditional
easy.
shortbread biscuit or cookie. That's all they are. So you just do the normal thing. You put the butter and the icing sugar
Cream
together.
the butter and the sugar.
Cream it really, really well, so it's really nice and soft. Whack in your vanilla as well, and then you fold the flour through. So I do it a lot like making a damper recipe. I'll mix it first with a knife and then up to a spoon, and then you get your hands in there with the nuts and mix it all together, and then just roll it into little balls. You've got to do a Martha Stewart, which is put them in the fridge for 15 minutes.
Oh yeah,
Makes
if you
a
want it
huge
to be
difference.
short,
Yes.
Yep.
So into the fridge so they're nice and cold for 15 minutes, and then they go into, look, a moderate oven, but if you've got a hot pocket like I do at the moment, drop it down to about 160. So 160 to be safe for 20 minutes. And I turn the tray around if I need to halfway.
if you've got hot
Yeah.
spots.
But then the cool thing to get, I'm still standing here holding them, the cool thing to get the icing sugar to stick is when they're warm. So don't let them cool all the way down, but leave them for about 5-10 minutes so they're just still warm, and then dust them in the icing sugar, and a little bit of the icing sugar melts in and forms a crust on the top of them. So that
Now I watched
really,
Lisa
really
do
is
that. There was no dusting. She just tossed them in and they
I
look
just
beautiful.
chucked. Yeah, I did.
In a bowl of icing sugar. None of this sifting, dusting, and they look gorgeous.
But the lovely thing was, when we first got these as a present one Christmas from Lil, they were presented in a bamboo steamer. And if I want you to go back 40 years ago, we didn't have a lot of...
It was only
Oh,
3
sorry.
years ago that you were
Well, it's
16.
not 40, actually. That is a
No,
lot.
that
35, thank you. We didn't have all the Asian grocery shops and things
Not
that
like
we
we do
have
now.
now. So at the time, it was so
Ahead of her time.
exotic to get this like this with the lid tilted, and she had a little piece of holly on the top, and
Oh,
then
nice.
a bow came up and round and secured the lid with it sitting up on the biscuit, so you could just see them,
Oh, a teaser peak.
and it was a bow at the top. And I've been using little bamboo steamers, and what a nice present, because then you can reuse it. Obviously, and I know what you're going to say, Emma, and you're absolutely right. You
Oh,
put them
of
in a
course.
cellophane bag and you present them in your Christmas dish.
Or they're on your plates, hiding under your little star cloche.
Oh, I'm just
Your little take-home treats. You know, when you go home after you've eaten far too much for Christmas, but you get to like 8 o'clock at night and you haven't eaten since 2, but you just need a Baileys and something to go with it.
You're notorious for bringing things like this to work. Have with the 3 of coffee.
Yep, there's brownie in the fridge, but
Hey,
I didn't bring it.
Pam Stanton is very, very late.
Is she?
Yes, but she has a very, very good excuse.
Oh, what's her excuse?
She's been at her first 7:20 lesson.
And wasn't it fun? Doesn't it go
Now,
fast?
for those that... Yes. Pauline Boyke. Thanks for the tip, Emma.
Which tip? Don't top stitch the zipper closed.
Hey, I got to read this. This is very important. M doesn't Facebook when she's not here.
No.
And that is her choice, and I respect that. And we expect her, don't we, to all watch on YouTube later.
Yes, I must say I have been lax in that. And so I have no excuse because now I have a smart TV where I can.
Yes, you do. Now, have you usually do a, and I've just read a very sad note, but it's an important thing to mention that Petra's just written. Have you done your girls' night in yet? Your frock-in night?
Where am I? There's my
Your frock-in.
my field of women ladies, because October is Breast Cancer
Correct.
Awareness Month.
Correct.
Yes. I had my girls' night in.
lost an aunt.
I lost an aunt, and I have an aunt who measures her surviving years by my birthdays.
Yes.
She had a mastectomy when my mum was pregnant with me, and I turned 50 this year, and she's still here.
And I'm not sure. I doubt that you will know, because Emma knows it took me a long time to be able to talk about. We lost one of Stephen's cousins, Rob's niece, 4 years ago from breast cancer at the age of 34. And it was pretty horrendous. She was here in Melbourne for us for a good part of it. And it was very personal at the time and very raw. And I mentioned to the girls last week that I'm an absolute basket case.
Now look, you've made my eyes like...
I can take the camera off you. I am a basket case. I explained to the girls, I was very honest, when I'm leading up to a mammogram, when I'm there, like the blood drains, and I often, when they, when they do the mammogram and they go off to check them to see if they need to take more before they take you through for the ultrasound, which I always do, I sit with my head between my knees, like I'm a wreck.
Case.
Yeah, and they kind of half carry me into the scan, and then they have to tell me my results pretty quick so I don't pass out. Anyway, that we talked about last week, and our Applique essential packs. We did pink last week, and we're donating $5 from every pack to breast cancer research. So, Petra, and I said to the kids, didn't I? I lectured you all about...
Go and get your mammies checked.
No matter how crook I get and how mentally unstable I am and how the hell I am for Rob to live with during that little period of getting...
Waiting.
All of that, to have it done, everything. In the back of my head it's going, but if I do it, I've got a fighting chance if they find anything. And do you all know, it's not a private thing, but Michelle Hill, our beautiful Michelle Hill, has spent the last 12 months going through the process of fighting and surviving breast cancer, and made that beautiful quilt we're all going to do as a block of the month during that time. So it's very, poignant here at the moment. Now, Petra's written, do you remember talking about breast cancer month last week? Yes, we do, because I said to them all, if you've all been in lockdown, how many of you are overdue for a mammogram?
How many cancelled? I went in July for mine.
And well, my GP, so Dave, my GP, best GP in the whole world, is a worrywart, and he sends you off for a test for anything and everything.
Yep.
But I switched last year and went to Mum's. I went to the girl doctor.
Yeah.
Because Dave and I are kind of mates now, so
You feel like you know too much.
Some things are off bounds. And I didn't get a reminder. So it was Mum said to me, aren't you due? And I was a month late, and that sent me into a complete meltdown. So if you have not been because of lockdown,
Cancer
and you're
Council
late,
were actually reminding people, because a lot of people put off appointments last year and this year.
Well, Petra found out yesterday that her cousin's daughter, so I'm assuming she's pretty young, Petra's daughter has breast cancer, and she didn't get tested earlier because she was afraid to.
Oh, my
When
baby
did you
sister,
start
who is
going?
my baby, when I was 40, my baby sister, who is my baby by 7 years, and we actually are, because of our history, we're every 12 months, not every 2 years, with breast screen. She actually rang me last week and she said, I've just got my boobs out of the fridge. And I knew exactly what she meant, because
I've got my mouth full of coffee.
I had just described to my Matilda a few weeks prior, when I got my results, how the process works. Right?
Steve's just got back from taking his mail, and he's gone, Emma, we're on Facebook.
Yeah.
Well, we are. We're talking about breast cancer. It's the same thing.
Absolutely. Matilda was much like Steve. What? You do what? They do what? Yeah, but
Hey,
you know what? It means we're alive.
We're alive. Hey, Sharon's off to hospital again tomorrow.
Is she? What's she doing?
Well, she'll be doing one of those things for her little problem that she's got going on.
Right.
We wish you all the best.
Yep.
Sharon, I'm not up to where you're at, but I'm pretty sure I do know where you're going back to. So, mate, we wish you all the best.
Yep.
Hope it all goes super well from all of us, and I can see other people wishing you all the best. So, yeah, thank you. Joy, no raising agent, mate. They are just a straight shortbread. Well, look, we challenge you to put some baking powder in there and see what happens.
Oh, when you go to eat them, you'll suffocate.
Oh, because
they
they'll
just
go
disintegrate.
powdery, and it'll go pop, and it'll all stretch out in your mouth.
Excuse me, madam.
We'll be here when you get back, Sharon. We'll still be here.
Would you mind trimming that for me, please?
Sure. Is there anything else you need, don't you?
Well, the workstation's a bit busy. Hey?
Petra's going to send us her She's going to send us her mum's Dutch recipe for almond ring.
Oh, they're evil too.
The almond paste can be made now and kept in the fridge until you are ready to make them up a day or two before Christmas. Oh, Pamela, my mum. They met Mum the other night. We did it Friday night, and they came for dinner. And they were little buggers. They were all sitting up in the lounge room watching it on the television. And it got the better of her. She had to come and say hi. But you know my mum, same as your mum. We've got pea and pod mums. One's brunette and one's blonde.
Much like this.
Much like this. Same height.
Yeah, they are both little pocket rockets.
Very little pocket rockets. But Mum didn't want to come on because of her hair, but it got the better of her.
Oh, well,
hey, am I doing the big chop this time or the time after?
You mean like my Sunday? Oh my God! I came out and went, oh, my ears are cold.
Yeah,
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm doing the big chop.
Do it. It's liberating. All my curls are gone. My COVID curls are gone.
So Kathy's 7 years on.
Yep. 7 years a survivor.
Corners with pinking shears. Yes, I've put it off for years, but Sylvia, you will report back that you have been, please. See, she's confessing live on Facebook. She's put it off.
Well, now you've told everyone you have to go and make your appointment. Do it this afternoon.
Sharon's doing breast this time.
Yep.
You go, girl. We'll be ready for you. Now, is Jill here? Okay, so Jill Cross is our mate. Jill's here. Jill Cross is our wonderful, wonderful friend who runs BJ Quilters, and what they do is they are wonderful. They make all these magnificent things to sell in the Peter MacCallum Hospital gift shop. But they also make beautiful quilts for everyone undergoing treatment to keep them warm. And they do the mastectomy, the drainage bags,
and the cushions to make girls more comfortable.
If anyone wants to know more about this fantastic group of girls and or wants to contribute, beautiful fabrics that you're not going to use, any of that, please get in contact with me, info@Chandler's Cottage, and I will put you in touch with Jill. We are sending off, so you know that we've got on special still, right? A lot of batiks that are out there.
Oh, the printed kind of ones.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm giving you, and pretty much tonight, if you want to grab any, if you grab them, I might get Steve to tag them actually. If you grab them, I'm going to donate the money that you spend on them to Jill's cause. And the batiks that you don't take, they're getting sent up to Jill to use to make quilts for people in Peter.
May I have a new needle, please? I can hear popping.
No.
Yeah.
Did you know that's a fun fact? If you can hear your needle going into the fabric, time to change it. Is that what you wanted me to do? Look at that.
Yes, thank you. Now I'll stitch across the top. Unless, of course, you'd like to embellish it. Can you put anything in that pocket? I did try and sew it shut. Twice.
I think I just want to use some leftover fabric. I'm going to cut one of these out. I need to find something. Hey, you know what we could do? Emma knows, because Emma has actually been one of the fortunate ones to do a class with Eileen Campbell. We could do a little bit of Eileen Campbell raw edge applique with these flowers up onto here.
Mm-hmm. That's how I made my beautiful Under the Australian Sun swag hang on my door thing. That's all Eileen technique. There's your back.
Jane Warren is a 20-year survivor.
Yay, go Jane.
See, we know these people and we don't know this, do we?
But people were, it was something
Jeanette
we talked
Warner?
about. But
we never talked about it. We should talk about it. Because I think the more that our beautiful girls make it known that, did that, been there, done that.
Lived through it.
Lived through it. It was pretty horrendous. Kay Davis is one.
Yes.
He was my neighbour. Yeah. See, Jeanette's been through. Wow. It's 1 in 9, isn't it? Somewhere up there.
But our survival rate is phenomenally increasing now.
Because, why?
Because of the research that we fund by our fundraising.
Yeah, and because we go and get our mammograms done. Do you know, I'm going every year now. You know why? Because otherwise if I leave it too long, it stresses me out.
Your brain gets into you.
And we all have our little funds for our overseas trips. And I'm going to say it, our new sewing machines. We all stash our little bit of cash. And I think I'm at a pocket about 250 for mammogram and ultrasound.
Oh, because you do the ultrasound.
I do. And that is the stash that should come first,
Yep.
shouldn't it? What did you want? You wanted something. I'm sure you wanted something. Oh, I was going to get the petites.
You were.
Steve,
Now, for anyone who's still following what I'm doing over in this little corner, because I'm using soft and stable in my panels, I am just going right around the edge with my machine to seal it on. Make sure that I don't miss any bits when I'm sewing my panels together. I don't miss some fabric in between. So I'm just sealing them together, making all my components. So I have my bag front. Lisa's going to do a little bit of embellishing here, and I have my bag back, and my flap, which I made in both fabrics, so that if I wished to, I could have it going over that way, or for contrast, I can have them flip over that way. And I will probably do a top stitch around the edge of that, just to give it a little bit of definition. And holding that right in front of my face, that was great. Now, Lisa's still got the iron there. Where did she flip the ironing board? Here it is. Our little, my nose is going to drip. Oh, sorry, girls. Our D-rings go into, where's our sample bag? Little four-fold loops here. So I'm just going to, they look tiny. I think our cutting's out with that. We might do a take two on those in a minute. Kui-san?
So you're tagging them. What's wrong?
I don't think these are big enough.
What for?
For this look like this, and they needed to be fatter.
Yeah, that's not big enough.
No.
They need to be 2" by...
Where are they? D-ring loops. 3 by 1.5.
So when you fold in, they're 3/4.
Well, that's 1.5. Which way are you going?
This way, Ollie.
Oh, but that's longer.
Oh, that goes like that. Sorry.
This was already made when I reached this bag this morning.
Oh, you made these. Oh, I was going to trim them down. You've just used the whole strip cut in half, yeah? That looks really cute, though. It'll be fine. Are you still making? Heavens.
Yes. We've got to keep the girls
Can I
amused.
have some more?
That one.
No, this one's more. This one's 16. And the others are what, 13?
Yeah.
Can I have some more? Just pass me some more. So, Jane says, the ultrasound is worth it. I could feel the lump, but the mammogram did not show it up at the ultrasound. Yes, so we're all going to talk about things that we're not medically qualified to talk about now, but...
Yeah, when I had the lump that I could feel, they sent me for an ultrasound as well.
Yes. Yes, so ultrasounds and mammograms show up different things.
They do.
Ultrasounds show up density more. There's different things that they show up.
How about I just put that down?
Can I give you another little tip too? When they do an ultrasound, and this is true, I found this out. Sometimes you will freak out because they will focus on one spot.
So 16 for that.
Yes, thanks. They will focus on one spot. So they'll do the whole lot, and then they come back and they focus on one spot. That doesn't mean that there's a problem in that spot.
In that spot, it just means there's density there.
It just means there's density, but what they will often do is they will study an area purely for the ability to study it, and they'll do one little area as a reference that stays in your results with, what's it called? we've all got our stuff now, and it's all
Oh, if
washed
you have
with-
your record.
yeah, your record. Yeah, what's
but
it called?
it also just stays with your GP. It stays
Yeah, it
on your
stays with your
file.
GP.
If you choose not to have
So
your
they just choose
My
an
Health
area.
record, it doesn't
matter
matter.
where it is on your bus. They just choose an area to do an incited density test, and then that is saved. And that was really important for me this time because I did menopause in between both mammograms, so everything changes. So they just do this little. So don't freak out always if they just
focus on a
focus
particular
on
area.
one bit. But if you can get the new, go to where you've got. Not everyone will have access to it yet, but the new Whiz-Bang 3D mammogram machines are amazing. It's like the difference from when we used to have our baby ultrasounds, and now when you look at it, it's like 3D. It's the same. And don't do what I did. You come home and while you're stressing, and you pull the X-rays out and throw them on your light box.
Oh God, no. I see when they started keeping all the records on file, and I had to take my first set of results into breast screen. Then they put them all together. I was like, no, I don't need to keep. You shouldn't sew over your fingernail with the foot.
That's absolutely right, Kathy. Some don't present as a lump, some are spread, so you've got to be. Yes, that's what Geraldine
Any
has.
changes? Any
Right.
change?
So Steve's out there, busy. He's back from the post office. So if you got a note that your parcel's on the way, he has just taken them, and it will be logged at the post office today. So these are all the ones that we've got on special. So what we're doing for Jill and her team, we have tagged these with
It doesn't have the same buttons as
BC
the 720 legs.
BCA, so breast cancer
That's
awareness. BCA was the easiest thing to run with.
Yep, that's
So
good.
BCA, if you put that into the search window, it's going to bring all. Oh, Ginny, it's going to bring all of these up. This one is 16. He's new up today, and the rest of them are all up, and they are 13. So you know that if you're buying some of these for backing for future projects and stuff, nice bag. I'd love a bag. I need a batik bag. I want a batik bag. I'd like a saddle satchel and a batik.
Yeah,
So it's just
yeah.
me talking out loud.
No, I'm just looking at your contrast and your. Yeah,
And then we're going to
you
write
can do
Jill a
that.
check. And then we're going to, whatever fabric's left over, she's going to get that as well. So, please help us out. And then I'll be very happy because then there's room for the new stuff arriving from Figol.
You can also put those beautiful orientals all together. Kui-san, where's
Hey.
my strap and my D-rings? I'd like my D-rings, please.
I don't know
I still
what you've
feel
done
like
with
this is
your
too
jeans.
much. Not enough.
They're attached to the strap.
Oh, hello! And there is a cat.
She's just come over the top.
I think that's very funny that you should just magically, mystically appear, cat, as I go to reach for this. You nearly scared the living
Ginny
daylights out of me.
Ginny and Emma have met today, and I must say it's gone very well. No, you may not eat the shortbread.
Oh, Mum. Yeah, I don't think these are long enough. I think we will be having disputes. We will not be happy.
Would it be because...
That ain't gonna fly.
Needless to say, this is why we pattern
Road
test.
test.
And that will all be finished off. Alright, so now we've got a cat as well. It might be suggesting it's nearly time to go.
Oh, look at that. It's after 4.
It's, yeah, exactly right. Alright, let me see who else is here. Diane, I have left a message in with Nathan for you about the overlocker. Hello, Fiona. How are you? B's one of those. Yeah, up there, girl.
Which up there?
Northern Hemisphere.
Oh, okay. So that's a good morning.
Oh, Catherine's parcel's gone for a holiday.
Oh, as did it go.
See, just let it go.
The girls can't see
They
it.
can't see it.
Just don't
So-
knock that off, Kat. Does she ever knock anything off?
Nope, she doesn't ever knocks anything off.
Oh,
These
my
girls
Lord.
are used to her being in everything and getting her tail nearly chopped off. Catherine says her parcel has taken a holiday to North Wollongong. Well, we'd all like to go to North Wollongong, I think.
Well, I'd just like to share with you that my birthday card has twice gone from the Gold Coast to far north Queensland before it's come to Melbourne.
She said it went south. It went south. Yeah, so it'll be heading to North Wollongong. It's probably going to pop into our mates down at Hobby Sew at the Fig Tree Shopping Centre. Oh, she's curled up in front of the camera,
Monitor.
the monitor, because it's nice and warm.
You weird cat.
No problems, Jill. Sharon's finished her kaleidoscope quilt top. She's good. She's good.
Oh, from Melba.
Yeah. She's on fire.
So send us the pics. We want evidence. Now,
Oh, wow, Jeanette. See, these girls have stories to tell.
They do.
Oh, Fiona's just woken up. Did you need Fiona Bill for anything? You're right, Steve? Don't need her for anything
I
today?
think she's got an email. Yes.
She does have an email. She will be having an email.
She will be having an email very soon. No, she's not very good with mice, actually. Whoever just asked me that. No, Petra, she's not great with mice. She's fantastic with moths. So come when I plant the cabbages and things. She's
Let her out in the yard.
absolutely fantastic
She
for
just
that.
got one.
Did she? She's just got one and brought it in to show us. She's great with lizards, but she doesn't eat them because you mustn't let your cats eat lizards. Did you know that?
Good thing I don't have a cat.
Oh, no, Sharon bought the fabric 10 years ago. Hang on. 10 years ago. If it's Melba, it's not 10 years, Shaz. It's a little bit younger than that. James just said the same as the parcel. That's what's happened to AQC. It's going on a little bit of a journey.
Jane wins the funny prize tonight.
You get the funny prize today. Are you going to keep? You can't help yourself now, can you? You're going to keep sewing. We need to go.
Okay, I can
Is
say
that
goodbye. Yeah.
Thursday. No, you keep sewing for a minute. I've written down what we're doing Thursday. Hang on.
I won't be here. Friday. Oh, one day I'm going to get my top stitching on curves to be absolutely schmick. But because I'm rushing, it's not 2 day.
What? Don't you mess up my bag? Are you rushing?
I went round that corner a little bit.
Oh, so did I on the first one.
There you
That's
go.
all right.
It's working out where to align the curve with your walking foot because it's not at the front. Everything moves by the time it hits the needle position.
Have you now? If you were on a 570 or a 770 or a machine with a dual feed right now,
I'd be going a little bit la-la, would I?
you would not use your walking foot. You would use a D foot.
A dual feed foot
And we had a little bit of a lecture about walking feet and dual feet.
versus dual feed.
Yeah, we did on Sunday.
I understand
but
the
a dual
difference.
for what you're doing is acceptable. I did explain it. It was quite good. Has have you all watched the newsreader on the ABC?
No.
Anyway, I need cue cards.
Oh, you want the auto cue over there.
Friday.
Let me just stand over there and hold it for you.
Friday. Have we done everything we said we were going? We have.
Really?
We're not eating shortbread live though on Facebook because
No,
it can
not
get a
with
bit
icing
messy.
sugar. No.
Friday this week we will have a bush themed batik day. So we are selling you at a super price for breast cancer awareness a lot of our printed batiks. However, I
The
have
ones
stashed.
that you've already released today.
Yeah, the ones that are today, but this is a different set we're going to use on
More?
Friday. More green. They're all greens and gorgeous and mixed in with batiks and things. So we're going to have a bush themed batik day. So we're going to get our Aussie bushland theme on with gum leaf placemats. We're going to talk about
Nice.
wreaths as well and wall hangings. So it's going to be a project-packed show.
Did you say something about double-sided fusible?
Oh, I have my hand on the handrail.
Sorry.
Sorry
Sorry about that, Chief.
I have got at the ready to put up onto the website this week double-sided adhesive rubber foam batting, which is fantastic to use for placemats. So we've got that ready to go. Saturday's
I've
Bernina
just worked out how
show.
you're going to do that. I just did it in my head and went, I know exactly what you're
Do you?
doing.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay. Saturday's show this week, if you're a Bernina person like Miss Emma here, we're going to talk bag essentials. So we're going to probably come back and talk just a little bit more about zips in relation to Berninas, and I want to go through. I mean, Em's been working on the 475, but there's some little extra tweaky tricks I want to show you when we talk about the dual feed machines and the foot on that. There is amazing safety features as well that I want to show you, because sometimes you go, why doesn't it work? It's actually a safety feature, so we'll go through that. We're going to talk about sewing through cork and leather as well. And sewing around 3D corners. So that is also in relation to bag assembly and a few other bits and bobs.
That's the more brain yoga.
Yes, exactly. All right, you've got that. Oh no, the orange fabric I sent for matching. Oh, now I understand. Oh, is that what you've done with it? So Sharon has made, she sent us, gave us a little bit of fabric, and we matched up a green for her to do a kaleidoscope.
Oh, okay.
Very, very nice. Yes, it's Friday. I know. I only did the show on Thursdays for so long. Thanks, Donna. Donna's up there as well.
Oh.
Not in heaven.
Northern
Hemisphere.
In the Northern Hemisphere, not just north where they're stealing all our events too.
You coming to Birmingham next year? I'm meeting up with all of the Chandler's Cottage girls in the UK, which are actually Natasha's girls as well. You know, I'm second priority. Hello, Tracy. I'm second priority. Yeah, we're going. You coming?
I'm meant to be going to Canada, but I don't know.
Supposed to be going to Canada. Anyway, there you go. All right.
One day we'll all get out and we'll all be back to a real life again.
We will. We are going to chuff. Em's going to finish this bag off. We will pop it in a newsletter and possibly on Facebook and on the website when it's finished as a kit. And I'm just going to decide what to embellish. I think for the purpose of the kit, we might embellish it the same as this one.
Oh, with the Applique
So
over here.
Yeah, so I might do the Applique along here. It's a very nice bag, Em, so that goes over the back. And then I could do my Applique, I could do one on here.
You could. That blue, dark or teal is just really yummy.
It's yum, isn't it? That's not up on its own on the website yet. I might have a speak to Steve about that. Very nice. Good. All right. We're going to head off. It's late. That went a long time. It was a long show. But there's so much more to do. Anyway, I will see you, yes, on Friday. We'll keep going with Michelle Fisher's beautiful trio of bags. That'll be here ready for you next week. That new bag furniture's all up on the website. Please feel free to have a look. If you've got any questions about it, just email me at info@Chandler's Cottage. If you wanted to join a quilt, leaping iron. If you want to join a Quilter's Life and you're sick of me going on about it, it's here. It's $10 a month. You hop onto a Quilter's Life at Prodia.com, and it is like a server website, and you go on and you join up there. It's $10 a month. We put up at least $20, $30 worth in value in patterns and things each month, so it's well worth it. And you can just pop on for a short time or a long time, but there's heaps more coming up to go on there as well. Getting quite excited now. Lots happening. So if you want to join, you can. And if you are overseas in the UK or someone actually asked me, I've got to reply, is it worth it if you're overseas? Yes, it is, because we do pop up every now and then a couple of little specials just for people to buy on the website here. But we'll start doing more specials and things that are available as digital patterns or downloads or things for you too. So, yes, that is it. All right, are we done?
I think so.
You want another coffee now to finish that off?
Yep. We can eat
we've been
shortbread
on
while we're
so
off.
long that my computer died.
Oh, gone to sleep.
All right, any questions, please just let me know. Yeah, info@Chandler's Cottage. And Joan says, thank you, girls, and bye. And
Thanks,
Pat says,
Joan.
thanks, and you're all wonderful.
Oh.
All right, we're going to go and have a shortbread now, aren't we?
Yes. Sugar. Yeah.
All right. Love you all, and I'll see you
Bye.
on Friday. Bye.
Are they gone now?